Right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you this week. We're looking at dates going from the 8th to the 14th of August. So we're in Leo season, fixed season. It's going to be also one for you. Apparently a blistering week already. Look at that, you've got the Six of Wands already. That's the overall energy running through you. If we were just looking at the cards, it's going to be sort of talking about victories. And I think this could well be for you. I was looking at you earlier on as a general. And it seemed to be like a prolific week in a way, where things seem to gel and come together. That's what it seemed like. So the Six of Wands here, this is going to be pretty much that. It may not be massive victories, but the accumulation of little victories on little victories on little victories may going to make you feel like you're going to you're going to have a really good week by the looks of things. Let's just see how it goes along with the relationship side on this side here, and then we got the money side on this side here. Let's just see what's going on there. First of all, let's get the message from the karmic message and see what's going through for that. For you on your relationship side. A lot of people have had this, and it's almost as if it's sort of saying, don't tell. I think it's a case here of not necessarily talking too much about any relationships and what have you. Well, that Four of Swords one to come out. Could be a bit of healing week for you. But it's not sort of like expressing too much. It's more sort of like observing and seeing how things fit in around you. So, Two of Pentacles, yeah, sort of concentrating on one thing at the time, concentrating on one relationship rather than running from pillar to post and trying to do everything and make sure everyone's in the right place at the right time and everything like that. You know, you're moving into your autumn period, so it could be a bit of a slowdown as well this week, and it could be just a good week to sort of take time out to just sort of observe how your relationships work with the people that are around you, and concentrating on one thing at a time. So this could be your family, your friends, your community, your partner, or any future partners as well. So I think that's what it is. And I think you'll get more victories and you're very good at that. That's the thing. You're very good at sitting, observing, and seeing what goes where. That's what you're really good at. And this is going to be playing, looks like, and the reason the victories come through is because it's playing to your strengths. Okay, so don't try and do too much or too many things at once within your relationships. Okay, let's just see how the universe is influencing that karmic path. They're almost sort of, they're helping you out. They're giving you things. So, you know, they're making things work for you, but they're making things work. Have you seen that game where you sort of take tubes of colours and then mix colours and you pour one tube into the other colour and you've got to try and make one colour in one tube and you've got to keep mixing them up and stuff like that. And this is what the universe is sort of doing. It's sort of giving you blocks of things that are working for you and not trying to give you everything at once. So they're playing to that sort of tune as well. Oh, Eight of Cups. I don't read upside down. That came upside down. Well, that was strange because it was the other card that was upside down. So I don't think it's a case of, maybe it's not a case of walking away, but things more of walking towards you. This is possibly what your silence or your poise in your spirit or your connection to the relationships around you can encourage others to walk towards you. So you don't have to do the legwork. You know, good things come to those who wait, is what they say. Yeah. So it seems like the universe is doing that, but they're really doing it in blocks. So this has got to go with the family, and this is going to go with friends, community, and this is, you know, that sort of thing. I think the universe is really helping you out there. So let's just see how your guides are sort of helping you out or trying to influence that karmic message. If you imagine two coaches coaching a team, and this could be anything from soccer, football, tennis, anything you like, where they're sort of, they're talking to you, and they tend to talk behind their mouths these days because obviously they don't want people to see what they're saying. And it seems like that. So it seems like your guides are not really doing a lot of work. They're actually just sort of sat next to you and sort of and giving you that kind of, what do you think of that? What do you think of this? I think we should do it like this. And I don't think there's going to be a lot going on in coincidences around you, but I think it's going to be much more of a feeling, a sentiment that you have inside you. And I think that's coming from your guides there, trying to sort of help you out to see the chaff and the wheat. Look at that tower. What blazes is that all about? I think it's a case here is that as you're moving into autumn. Now, you'd know this if you know anything about the Astroflower. If you haven't seen the introduction in the Astroflower, please go back to that. We are going to be doing a lot more videos on the Astroflower. On Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be going into the background of the Astroflower. And your book will be coming out at some point in the very near future. And you'll understand all of these sort of rhythmical sort of things in life. And here they're sort of, the conflab that you do with your guides here, they're really kind of sort of saying, almost as if you guys are sort of saying, yeah, get rid of that, don't really need that, out the way, make a bit of space. That's what it seems like. And I think this all comes from the idea that you can sit back, relax, and just observe and take it all in. Let's just see how you guys are influencing that conversation that is in you. Much lighter than the other stuff that's going on here. So they're much more in a case of kind of much more enjoyment, but not like a kid, like getting really excited and stuff like that, but much more kind of going, oh, that's nice. Do you like that? Do you like that sentiment? Do you like that feeling? And, and encouraging you to explore those sentiments with the people that are around you. Okay, Knight of Wands. So it is quite a bit of passion, but I think this is where they're talking about that rhythm side of life. If you look on the Nine of Wands, she's got a drum. You can see the horses in the background, or the horse in the background that's like rearing up, that's ready to rock and roll. So it is about that sort of, do you like those emotions and stuff like that? It's very passionate, but it is rhythmical as well. And I think that plays into that Two of Pentacles as well, of keeping your eye on one thing at a time, playing to one rhythm. Don't go into freeform jazz as a drummer. Keep it simple, keep it straight up, because there is changes that are coming afoot for you at the moment. And you should be very aware of that. And that's your autumn period coming up, where you have a great effect on those changes. Let's see what's going on your financial side. Let's have the karmic message here. Want to change job? Want to change sector? Industry? You getting bored with your job at the moment? Seems a little bit like that. Maybe you've got a little bit too much on. Coming into the autumn period here, and that sort of like, as I say, sort of like sitting back and relaxing. And maybe on your work side, it's been a little bit too frantic, too many different areas and stuff like that. Too many bases to cover, basically. And it's like the karmic message here is sort of saying, you could do 10 things reasonably well, or you could do 4 things really well. And maybe it would suit you a lot better within your job, within your career path, within your business and stuff like that, if you started streamlining it. Your karmic message is the sun, so it's all about happiness. So if you haven't been enjoying your work, your business, your project and stuff like that, this week here, with that, taking that time out, I would start to enjoy it. Start playing around a little bit with it, because you might have been just taking it a little bit too seriously. Okay, let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that sort of karmic message of that fun and that love on that sun. Let's just have a look here. It's giving me options. It's almost like giving me a fan of cards, not tarot cards, just like a fan of cards to sort of say, pick a card, pick a card. See what you think, pick a card. And so there's opportunities here. I think this has got a lot to ties in with your autumn, where we slow down and we start realising what we've been doing over the last year and what we want to do in the coming year. So I think it's giving you options. Look at this. What's with the upside down cards with you? Scorpio, play the game. Hermit upside down. So maybe that's that whole sort of thing. Normally the Hermit's all about sort of, he's gone up round all the steps and each step is a lesson. So he gets to the top of the hill. And when he gets to the top of the hill, he's so elated, or the Hermit is so elated, that they float and they express their understanding and their wisdom through their heart chakra. But this was upside down. So maybe it's sort of saying, stay tight. You know, don't show them your cards in a way, you know. It's like, you know, pick a card, concentrate on the things, but don't necessarily, you know, allow things to get away from you. Keep things tight to you. And that could be to do with this change of job coming up for some of you and stuff like that. It could be just a change within the business you're already in and stuff like that. But there's certainly a degree where the universe is sort of saying, you know, don't give away your cards, but start concentrating on things that are really going to make you feel good about what you're doing within your business, within your job and stuff like that. You know, if you've got a competitor the next door, you wouldn't go next door and sort of saying, oh, we've got a great new product that we're going to be start selling, and this is where the product is, and this is the supplier that's giving it to you. You're not going to give away all of that, are you? So I think it's a little bit of that. You know, being a little bit sort of like, you know, a little bit clever, which you can be, you know. Let's get on to the influence of the guides on this karmic message, because it's all about the fun. It's very quick. It's coming in. It's almost as if like, you know, you're coming to the end of the summer sales. You're coming to the end of the summer and you've got to get rid of all the summer stock. That's what it seems like. And it seems like they're really quick trying to tie up loose ends, basically. A bit of a headache, 5 of Swords. That's probably what it is. And I was saying earlier on, you know, I think your work's been a little bit difficult for you, a little bit too overwrought. And this is when the whole idea with the 5 of Swords is walking away from conflict, walking away from things. And this is about not giving your cards away. This is also about concentrating on things a lot more, which ties in beautifully with the 2 of Pentacles, which is on your spiritual side. And I've got to say, if you haven't seen the monthlies, go and have a look at the monthlies. It will be linked in the description below. But this month is all about tying together the spiritual side of life and the financial side of life. Okay, so let's just so basically your guides have they're really bringing things in really quickly and stuff like that, but they were also sort of saying to you at the same time, just don't get involved in conflicts. It's not going to serve you. And that's that whole thing about keeping the cards close to your chest. Okay, let's just see what's going on the guides, how they're trying to influence your conversation within you. They're really observing. They're almost being like the same as the guides that was with the Tower. They're being a little bit like sort of kind of, do you see that opportunity there? Do you see that possibility? And they're giving you the heads up on possibilities that are going out. I think your guides are tying up the loose ends on here, so there'll be a bit fewer coincidences that will just tie up those loose ends. And these guys here are going to be sort of like showing you those possible opportunities going forward. 6 of Pentacles. I thought the 6 of Pentacles were going to come out here. That is sort of saying that life has to be a bit of a fair exchange. And you probably might not have been getting that fair exchange over the last sort of like 2 or 3 weeks. And I think this needs to come in. And this whole sort of thing of knowing your worth will also give you that 6 of Wands, that productivity and not that just that success that comes in with it. You've got a couple of 6s going on down this side here, so it's running beautifully in the financial thing. I think the finance is you're gonna see the most difference in this week. Let's just see what the outcome is here. Know your worth. It's like going through a door that's opening up on a whole new valley, a whole new landscape. If you're not thinking of changing job, or if you're looking at progressing your career path, I would have thought pushing that somewhere in the region from the 20th of August. That's where most people seem to be coming in, and that's what's in the monthly readings, which is linked linked at the end of this video. And I think that's preparing yourself for that and observing those opportunities. What did I say earlier on? Huh? Four of Swords. Wanted to come out earlier on. And I think this whole process of you actually sort of being a bit wily, keeping the cards to your chest, not really letting everything out, is going to give you that healing process, because you're going to feel a lot better about your situation. I think you've got really good things coming up, and that overall energy is building up in through you. And as it does come up through you, it's going to feed all the rest, who are feeding on the outside world as it is. Three of Cups. Don't know why I wanted to have a look at that, but apparently it's got to do with community. And you've been very community this year, certainly in all the readings that we've been doing. So I think the end of it, you're going to feel like, the end of this week, you're going to feel like kind of going, oh, you know what, I feel much better about my place, my position, my direction, everything like that. And that is that healing process of feeling at home with yourself. You know, if you're part of the Astroflower family already, I thank you very much for being part of the Astroflower family. If you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's very simple to do, very easy to do. It's only going to take 2 seconds. Just need to subscribe and click that bell. Apparently clicking that bell is really important for the YouTube channel, so YouTube algorithm, so please do. In the description below, there's loads of links as well, so you can go and explore the Astroflower and how the Astroflower helps you. There's also a link to our sister channel called Cymatic TV, and we do everything about energy on there. So chakras, auras, earth energy, solar energy, vibrations, everything like that. And we're going to be doing a lot more on those sort of videos in this month here. So you might want to go over there and check that out as well. In the meantime, Scorpio, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.